Hello, everybody. My name is Benny, and welcome to The Fool's Apprentice. Today is hashtag Saturday, so another hashtag it is. Today, I am doing another one from Lisa Papez and Peggy Papez. Recently, I did one of their hashtags called hashtag 25 wacky questions. They ended up seeing it. And they decided that it was time for another 25 wacky questions. So today's is hashtag 25 more wacky questions. So I did see their video. It was funny. They're a hilarious couple. And so I did see all the questions, but it's been about I saw it the first day they put it up. So it's been about a week maybe. So I haven't looked at them since. I haven't really thought about them. We're just going to go through and see what comes up for me. Oh my gosh. I got up at 5 o'clock this morning. I got a new routine going on. And it's like, what time is it? It is 7:27 in the morning, and I still got a whole day ahead of me. So I figured, I got a little bit of time. Let's do the hashtag. Besides, I got family coming on. I got my baby nephew coming in for the weekend. I don't want to be distracted, so I'm doing this today, which is Thursday. I love my coffee. All right, let's get down to the questions. Question number 1. What's one fact that very few people know about you? Oh my gosh. Well, there's a lot of fun facts. But like, which one do I tell you? Because I get some that are really interesting, and then I got others that are like, wow, Benny, really? A fun fact. Oh my God. And then I thought about, like, I've wanted to share this, but then I'm like, no, don't share this. But I'm going to share it. When I was in my 20s, my full-time job was being a drag queen. I know, right? Can you believe it? I went from being a Marine to being a drag queen. And yeah, I loved it. It was just I'm tongue-tied. I had this ability to just be somebody else and be in front of people and perform. It was really, really exciting. My name back then was Jessica de Mornay. And it was because I saw The Hand That Rocks the Cradle. And Rebecca de Mornay was in it. And I loved her character. Her character was so horrible. And I really loved her name, de Mornay. I thought it was a really beautiful name at the time. And so that's all I cared about. Now I'm like, Rebecca de Mornay, Jessica de Mornay. It had that CA at the end that kind of flowed. So I went with Jessica de Mornay. I did that for several years. Here in Texas, I became Newcomer of the Year. I won Miss San Antonio Sweetheart back in the day. This is like 30 years ago. Oh my gosh. And then I ended up in this group of people that used to or still do benefits for fundraising. And one of them recognized who I was from many years ago and asked me to do it again. And I was like, no. And so for 5 years, it was no, 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 no. And then I heard somebody speak, an inspirational speaker. And I had just been asked a couple of days before again, and I said no. And this inspirational speaker really touched my heart. And I said, fine, I'll do it. So there I am. I get everything. I figured, it'd be no breeze. I did it for so many years. I'll do it again. And I went to do my makeup. My face isn't as firm as it used to be. And when I was all done, I looked in the mirror and I went, who in the hell is this older woman looking back at me? And so in that moment, I knew that Jessica de Mornay was long gone. And I had to come up with a new name. So I came up with like 50 different names, just name after name after name. And then one day I was driving and the name hit me. And I love this name. I love this name. Just saying the name brings me joy. I haven't done anything in like 8 or 9 years, but the name sticks with me. Are you ready for it? It is really over the top. It is Jaja Chanel Cartier. I love it. Jaja Chanel Cartier. How over the top is that? So I did that for a while. Um, it's fun, but it's a lot of work, takes a lot of energy, and I'm just not in the place where I want to do that again. But when I turn 60 years old, which is not too far off, I am going to dress up, have a party, and Zsa Zsa is going to come out again. So I think that's a fun fact that I've never really shared. I do get a little nervous about sharing stuff like that because I don't know how people are going to be accepting and receptive of that, especially in the climate right now that we have in the United States. But it is a fun fact and it's true. You're going to have to excuse me, guys. I got allergies. What would you do first if you were invisible for a day? What would I do first if I were invisible for a day? That's a really interesting question. The first thing that comes to mind is I would go to the mall and walk around naked. Why? No clue. I would be utterly uncomfortable doing it. But that's the first thing because it's like you're testing your invisibility. Like, am I really invisible? And so I'm like, well, I guess I would walk around naked. But I don't know if I would be comfortable doing that, to be honest. So yeah, that's what I would do. I would go to the mall and I would walk around naked. Talk about feeling vulnerable, right? Number 3, are you secretly superhero or supervillain? I'm totally, definitely a superhero. I really, my love languages are praise and gift giving. I just really like being nice to people and doing things for people. They just make me feel good about myself and that I can make somebody's day or make somebody smile. I like taking my friends out to eat. I like buying people gifts. My nieces and nephews are spoiled. I call people by their first name. If I'm at the checkout and somebody's putting my stuff in a bag, I thank them by name. I mean, I like being a nice person. It just makes me feel good about myself. So, I'm definitely a superhero. And my smile is my superpower. Okay, number 4. There's a zombie apocalypse. What skill would you use to survive it? I would learn how to find and clean water. Water is more important than food if you intend to survive in the long run. So that is the one skill I would really want to learn how to do is how to clean water where it's safe regardless of where I got the water from. In addition, I would like to learn how to find water. That would be a really, really important skill to have as well. On top of that, learning how to build shelter would be another one. I think I cook, so I think cooking, hunting, I think I would figure that out. But learning how to make sure that I have safe water to drink, that would be the main thing for me. Number 5, what do you want to be in your next life? Ooh, a better version of myself. I would love to come back as a human being again and be a better person than I am today. Like, have all the knowledge and experiences that I have right now and have them kind of all come to fruition in my early 20s and just really be the best version of myself that I could possibly be. That's what I would want. Number 6, you won the lottery. You will keep your job. Why or why not? I will not keep my job. I don't know who we are kidding. I am not keeping my job. I don't want to have to get up at 6, 5, 4 in the morning, get dressed, go to work on somebody else's time. I want to do stuff on my time. I still think I will work, but it'd be the work that I create. And it would be work that would be similar, which is helping people. And so, yeah, bye-bye job. Let's see. Number 7. What fun thing did you do this week? Oh, what fun did I do this week? What fun did I do this week? I did something fun. Oh, I ended up, Drea Bloom it does a workshop on how to utilize tarot in therapy. Being a therapist, being a tarot enthusiast, I wanted to combine both. She is an expert when it comes to mental health and tarot. And so this past Sunday, I did a 4-hour workshop on how to utilize the tarot in therapy, which I thought was super cool. Drea Bloom is her name. Look her up. All right. Number 8. How many times do you hit the snooze button before getting up? Usually, I don't hit the snooze button because if I do, I don't tend to just hit it one time. And I am not a morning person at all. I will never be a morning person. Waking up is a daunting experience for me. I've had enough surgeries where I can truly compare coming out of anesthesia to waking up. And it's a very similar experience for me. I like to go to bed early so I wake up on my own. And if I'm able to wake up on my own, it makes it a little better. But generally, I lay there. And so what happens is if the alarm goes off, I'm like, oh. So Alexa, stop. And then I slowly roll my eyes around. I get my eye drops and I drop eye drops in my eyes. And I lay there and I open my eyes. I'm like, oh my God, I don't want to start my day. And if I have to go to the gym, it's like, oh my God, I got to go to the gym. And then immediately, don't do that, Benny, because you won't go to the gym. Get up, get up, get up. Just roll to your side and get up. I'm not exaggerating. Okay, come on, Benny. You just get up. Just get up. And I'm like, oh. So I take a deep breath and I'm like, ugh. And I get up and I sit at the edge of my bed. I just sit there, take a couple of breaths, and I'm like, okay, all right, we got to get up. We got to get up. Let's get up. We got to go. Got a long day ahead of us. And I'm like, okay. And then sometimes I don't want to move, and I'm like, okay, on the count of 3. All right. 1. Oh, I don't want to do this. 2. Oh, Jesus Christ. 3. And I get myself up. And once I'm up, I'm fine. I get around, I turn the lights on, I do my routine, I make my coffee, I wash my face, get my steak up. But it's about getting out of that bed. So I try not to hit the snooze button because if I do, I'll be there for an hour at least, easy. Good morning, or talk to me until the coffee starts working. I'm fine. Once I wake up, I'm out of bed, I'm a talker. I'm ready to talk. I'm ready to have a conversation. Most days. I just, like this morning, the dogs are like, I was like, oh my God, these dogs need to leave me alone. But I'm a really happy person. So I'm a chatty Cathy. When Steve and I were together, he is not a chatty Cathy in the morning. And I would have to like look and gauge. Is he ready for me? Is he ready for me? And it would be at least an hour before he was ready to talk, or I'd wait for him to start a conversation. But once I'm out of bed, I'm ready to go. I am all butterflies, rainbows, and sunshine, and a hummingbird here or there. It's right, like right now, this is my mood, and it's 7:40 in the morning. What's your favorite thing right now? Oh my God, my favorite thing right now is my baby nephew. My brother, we are very close, he ended up waiting. Well, I don't know if the right thing is waiting, but my brother didn't have a baby, and he wanted a baby in his early 20s, but he didn't have his first baby until a year and a half ago, and he's in his mid 40s. And I have fallen in love with this little boy so much. We call him Baby Mario. He's adorable. He is like he is everything to me. I used to drive every month to go see him. I live in San Antonio. They live in Fort Worth. So I drive the 4 hours to go see him. And it really was about seeing him. I could care less about my brother or my sister-in-law. It was about the baby. We play. Like, I don't do well with children. It's because I don't have a lot in common with kids. But with him, I'm watching little stars and fruit bounce on the TV as it plays this dumb music. And we just have a really good time. Every time they come down to visit or I go up to visit, I have a gift. Right now, he's really into Bluey. I love Bluey. And so they're coming this weekend. So I got some gifts for him. That's Bluey. But he is my favorite thing in the world. I love this little boy so much. And it's really weird. So I was thinking, they'll usually leave him with me, which is great. And I was thinking, maybe we'll go to the mall. And then I started thinking, oh my God, that's so dangerous. What happens if, like, I turn for 1 second and then he's gone? And then my brain just took me to this horrible place and I got all stressed out. And I'm like, oh, no, we'll just stay home. I don't know why my brain does that, but this little boy is everything to me. I know I went overkill on that question, but it is what it is. That's my favorite thing right now. Spider. Kill it, run, or panic until a true hero comes and vanquishes it for you. Now, that depends. If I am by myself, I do it. I have no choice. If somebody's here, I make them the hero. I don't care if you're a girl. I don't care if you're a prissy little girl who's petrified of spiders. You're going to kill it because you're my friend. Excuse me. But I will tell you, nothing freaks me out more. Nothing freaks me out more than a cockroach. Ugh. 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 Cockroaches stress me out. Like, I can't tell you the visceral reaction I have. I get so stressed out. Then I have to kill it and it goes splat. And then I have to clean it. It's just disgusting. It's disgusting. I can't do it. I can't do it. So I'll be the hero if I have to be. But, if there's a fight and you need my help, I have no problems doing that. Oh, I can't stand roaches. Ugh. Number 12. What food could you eat every day for the rest of your life? Wow. I remember them talking about this, and honestly, I could eat fruit every day for the rest of my life. I love fruit. I love all types of fruit. I don't know if they'll give me all the nutrients that I need, but if I could survive on fruit, it would definitely be it. I love watermelon. I like cantaloupe. I like bananas, strawberries, blueberries, kiwi, pears, not all pears, oranges with salt. Oh, love oranges with salt. So I could eat that every day. Every day. And they keep you hydrated. All right. What kind of music do you like? I'm pretty eclectic, I think. I really like all types of music. I have this creative playlist. I was talking about this with a coworker yesterday. I have a playlist called Cool Music. And so it's all different types of music. Slow music, fast music, chill music, ballads, dance music, pop, rock, everything. And then when it reaches 30 songs, then I make another playlist and it's Cool Music 2, then Cool Music 3. I'm on Cool Music 14 with 3 songs in the playlist. Yeah, and the thing is that I know which one to go to. Not very ingenious, but I have other playlists like easy listening, easy going, dance music, country divas. So I really, like, if I had to choose one type of music to listen to only, I would choose country music from the 70s and 80s, maybe early 90s as well. Country music has changed so much that it doesn't feel like country music to me anymore. Overall, there are some artists that feel still true blue country music, but if I had to choose, it would be country music, 80s, early 90s, 70s. Question 14, pool or beach? Well, to be honest, neither. I am not a water person. I don't like to swim. I don't like to be on the water. I don't like to be near the water. There isn't a phobia about it. I just don't like it. I think the last time I was in water was maybe, 30 years ago, maybe? No, 25 years ago? Long time. One of the main reasons I think it's because when I submerge myself in water from the neck down, I am just tired. I have a hard time catching my breath because of all the pressure. I'm very sensitive to that pressure. So, and I also don't like the beach because of the sand and it gets everywhere and it drives me crazy. It makes me feel like I'm dirty and I'm like, no, I can't do this. I'm sorry. This is not for me. I hate maintenance at the beach. The pool doesn't feel very natural to me. A lot of screaming and yelling. I'm like, no, not for me. So neither for the pool or beach. Um, Number 15. What life or personal goal are you still working on? Oh my God, guys. Next month I close on my first house. Oh my God, I'm so excited. I'm buying a house. Oh my gosh. Like, I never thought that that would be something I would actually be able to accomplish. And here I am. I'm actually going to buy a house and I'm really excited. I own my own condominium. It's not the same. It's not the same. Now, I will say it's a little scary because now I have a mortgage. I didn't have a mortgage, so that's one of the reasons I can buy all these decks. My deck buying days, like willy-nilly, are over, but it doesn't mean I won't buy decks. But that's a big go for me. Okay, number 16, is the glass half full or half empty? I am the guy that's really happy that he has the glass because the glass can always be half full or half empty. In fact, the glass can be empty or completely full. You know what? Just because I have the glass, which provides me the opportunity for anything. So I'm that guy that's really grateful to have the glass. So yeah, I know it's a little out there, but it's true. Number 17, you just farted. Own it, apologize, blame the dog. Well, it depends. If I'm with family, I won't say anything unless somebody makes a big deal and I'm like, okay, it's me. If I'm with my partner, well, it is what it is. If I'm at work, I will not claim it unless I just absolutely have to, but I will. So it depends. You blame the dog. Problem is there is no dog. What now? It's the dog. Benny, it's not the dog. No, it's the dog. Benny, you don't have a dog. The dog did it. Dog did it. I'm telling you, the dog did it. Benny, there is no dog, so the dog couldn't have done it. I don't know. The dog did it. That's what I'm telling you. The dog did it. And I will do that until they're like, okay, Ben, fine. The dog did it. I said, told you. And I'd walk away. Yeah, the dog did it. Your smartphone breaks. You can't. That's number 19. Your smartphone breaks. You can't get it fixed for at least a week. How screwed are you? I'm not. I'll be uncomfortable for a few days, maybe, wondering who's calling, texting. But as long as I can get word to my family and I can get word to my employer, my life does not revolve around a phone, even though I use it all the time. So I didn't have a phone for decades, so I'm good. Number 20, aliens just landed. They're friendly. What's the first question you want to ask them? I saw Lisa and Peggy talk about this, and they really had a real in-depth conversation. It's just like really, they really analyzed it. And so I was like, I think for me, the one of the things I'd be curious about is if there were gay aliens. And because they're aliens, I don't even know if that's a thing for them. But then I know I have to try to figure out if they don't, how to explain it. I have to kind of figure out if they have gender. It would be this big thing. But I'd want to know because it would let me know how they treat their people. If they're accepting of everyone and anyone. And if it's safe to divulge who I authentically am. So that's what I'd want to know. Number 21. I'm new to Earth. Explain tarot to me in 5 words or less. Okay. Okay. I would go, these cards are magical. Watch. And so I would just show, these cards are magical. Watch. And that's how I would explain it, by giving those 4 sentences and then doing. 4 sentences, 5 words. Number 22, the need for sleep has been cured. What are you going to do with those extra 8 hours? I have no clue. I think what I'm going to do initially is take my time. The stress that would be lifted in having to get things done within a time frame would really dissipate quite quickly. So that's what I would do with my time, is I would chill. And then with what time I had left when everything was done, I'd eat, I'd watch YouTube, I'd watch other shows, I'd do videos, I'd study the tarot more. I don't know if I'd actually study the tarot more, but you get my drift. I would take my time. Number 23, text messages. LOL, am I right? Not spelled correctly. Or proper sentences only, please. Another one that depends. If I'm with family and friends, shorthand, not a problem. If I'm with people I don't know very well, or if it's work, it would be proper sentences. I prefer to read proper sentences, but I'm really lazy, so I prefer to do shortcuts. But if I had my way and I could only do it one way or the other, I would do proper sentences. 24. Favorite way to spend a day off? On the couch with my dogs, sipping a Dr. Pepper, calling my friends, chatting away, watching YouTube, watching American Idol, RuPaul's Drag Race, The Voice, just whatever. Just I would stay in my home. That's what I would do. It's my favorite thing to do. Say one thing nice about yourself. Number 25. You know, there are several things that I could say about myself that I think are nice, which wasn't the case necessarily 20 years ago. But one thing that I think is really nice about me is that if you interact with me, you generally leave with a smile on your face. I really think I'm a nice guy. I have a really pleasant personality. I just like to smile and laugh and have fun. I really like to enjoy every moment that I can. And I think I kind of spread that out throughout my day as I interact with people. So I think that's the thing I could say about myself, is if you interact with me, more than likely you'll leave with a smile. Okay. Hashtag 25 more wacky questions. I really hope you enjoyed this. This was actually a lot of fun for me. And until next time, guys, my name is Benny, and I am the Fool's Apprentice.